Daniel Chan, and welcome to this episode of why you should hire an MC for your big day, which is your wedding day. This is a message written to me by Yvonne, which is our very beautiful makeup artist from the previous episode, and she asked me, MC is very shen me a job lo. How you be so pro Why I'm so pro at what I do? Well, basically it's because I'm very passionate about your wedding day. I'm very passionate about love, and when both of you as husband and wife come together, it is actually one of the most biggest days of your entire life, and we want to make it so special for you that this is going to be a day that you will not forget. Alright, looks like I'm getting a message right now. How's the trend now for me compared to the past? A general MC basically would just go on stage to announce one thing after the other. So there's no crowd interaction like I said earlier. So this announcement is something in the past. Now we would want an MC which is more versatile with what they are doing together with the crowd and also together with everybody around them for your wedding. Another message from Jason. He says that when should couples start approaching you? Oh, that's a very interesting question for me. Well, nowadays, you love birds, couples, you start planning your wedding like 1 year ahead, which is really great. You get your venue and you get your decorators, you get your photographers and cinematographers and so on and so forth. I think that you should also get an MC soon, like on that time, maybe 1 year, 9 months to a year, as soon as you start planning your wedding. We have one more quick question from Jason. What should couples consider when approaching me? I guess my experience in handling the celebration, the ceremony or whatever, the experience plays a lot. And also, one of what I like to do is also to be able to coordinate between the vendors as an MC also, that people are easy to work with me. Like I said, I have a fun character, personality, so it's never stress to work out with other vendors, so it's quite important so that the whole night or whole event flows well. Another one from Jason, it says, what should couples avoid as you hire an MC? I think most important thing is not a last minute appointment, because as an MC, I want to meet with you so that I get to know you better, your family, your friends, where you're from, and so that I don't want to be a stranger during your wedding. These are some of the questions that not just asked by Jason to me, but also a lot of couples to me also. Now the trend is garden weddings. I love garden weddings. Garden weddings are romantic. Garden weddings are so special and puts a different taste to your wedding totally. And usually at a garden wedding, you would do your signing, which we call the registration of marriage. And at a garden wedding, the questions that people ask me is, should I hire an MC or a celebrant? Difference between an MC and a celebrant for your garden wedding, which is your ROM. Well, an MC, I've seen, they just do announcements. When I take the role of a celebrant, it is basically taking you through every part of your ceremony. Example, yes, the march in. After that, we will do a message and to actually advise you on your marriage, give you some examples, give you some advices that will actually help, and then slowly create the mood and take you through the whole vows and also the rings and sand pouring and many more that you can do. So as a celebrant is important for garden wedding. Alright, another question for me. Can you organize games for my wedding reception? I love to do games. If your crowd is maybe 100 packs or maybe 150 packs, then crowd interaction or crowd control is much easier to run games. But I think if you have a crowd of 800 or 1000, it's going to be a little bit difficult because of space, and also because of if you invite people to come up to play games, it'll take some time. So I think that if you have a smaller wedding, then games is much better. This is a really cute question. Should I hire a male or female MC? I don't know. It's up to your choice. But to me, I think it's because of the personality and what the person can do instead of whether he's a male or female. All right, here Jason says a last question. That's good. Is it okay if there is no MC? If you ask me, generally, I would say no. It's because you need someone to take the program throughout the whole night to basically merge crowd and couple together. You need an MC to introduce what's coming up next. So I think an MC is so important, especially for your big day. But before I sign off, I'm going to ask one question to our next speaker, which is our band speaker. Why should there be a band in your wedding when I can play the CD during the reception? See you again. Just warming up, but it's actually very hot. Oh, sorry. That's the aircon. Okay, like MC 講話床姐啦，老婆，慘啦，老婆。